the thing is, these glasses, they like can put monitors in the room. So in some of the demos, like you have a couple of people working together, and they decide in their common space, which is defined by the physical space and some virtual space, that here on the wall should be a monitor. We'll have the data, the presentation, the PowerPoint, whatever we're working on, and that's it. And we work on it together, and it's not there, but we both see it.
That is mind blowing.
Yeah,
but there, at a certain point in time,
so why would you have all this other stuff? Like, it's sort of what's already happened with the phone. Like, with our phone in our hands, we don't need a lot of computers. Like, I use my computer very little these days. But with glasses, we could sort of get rid of even more stuff, which is nice.
That's the thing I find really interesting is that you show up for work and you decide...
an empty room.
Well, you have like an empty room and it's just there's a bunch of desks and you put on your glasses and then all of a sudden...
you have a beautiful view out of the window. There's some flowers over there.
It's a little bit bizarre when you think about it. Like all of a sudden you put your glasses on, you're in a dungeon, like you're in the basement. You put the glasses on, all of a sudden it looks like you're in like on some Greek island.
Yeah.
And you're on Mykonos.
Some of the early cool VR products are like that. They just put your Word document in like like in the middle of a beautiful view. And you're just working on your Word document, but you're sitting on a beach.
See, that's incredible to me.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? We're all sitting there on a beach, but we're sitting here working on our like presentation.
Well, somebody's got to do the work, right? But no. I mean, like, I think this is actually happening.
It's starting to happen. Well, I heard Robert Scoble told me that at the company that makes content for the HoloLens, they're starting now in meetings to put the HoloLens on in meetings and not work on computers.
Okay,
but they're doing. They have keyboards and they're working on keyboards.
Yeah. And I mean, you can paint this as a little bit bleak or whatever, but there's like 7 billion people on Earth, and it seems will be more.
Yes.
There isn't enough beaches for all of us to sit on.
Yeah.
Like these beaches would suck if we all went there.
Yeah.
So like this is necessary for humanity. I really believe so.
When will the simulation be indistinguishable? In other words, when you're watching VR now, I was playing a putting game in golf.
Okay.
And my mind, I started to feel relaxed. I was hearing the birds in the background. I was using Samsung Gear. Awesome. And I was putting. Yeah. And I literally had the physical sensation I was on a golf course.
Okay. And the brain will fill in stuff. Like sometimes you can feel like the breeze. I mean, you can.
That's my point.
It's really strange.
Because I was hearing the wind rustling and the birds. I kind of felt like I was outside. When I took it off, I had a very jarring experience. At some point, this will be so good that our minds will be completely fooled. Well, how far is that, you think? Is that 10 years, 20 years from now?
I mean, we, as in like the computer, the game technology people, like we feel that every year, like, now it's really photorealistic. Yeah. And then a couple of years later, we look back and it kind of looks stupid.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I think we have a long path ahead of us before it's like realistic, but that's okay because, it's getting better at a very high clip.
I mean, when you watch computer-generated graphics...
Imagine if reality got better every 2 years. Like, that's kind of cool.
Well, that's the thing that's kind of interesting, because if you think about it, at the pace this is getting better, it would argue that maybe we're in a simulation right now, and that the planet Earth is a simulation. I know this is
the simulation theory.
The simulation theory.
I've thought a lot about it.
You've thought about it.
Yeah,
explain to people what this theory is, and where you stand on it.
So, the theory starts something like, at the speed up we've seen in computers for the last 50 years, of Moore's law making things 60% faster per year, isn't that the rough?
Everything doubles every X years.
18 months, whatever. 18 months, yeah. So if you get, let's say, 60% faster for 50 years, that's
God bless you to everything.
That's what's given us this. Yeah. If you extrapolate that by another 50 or 100 years, a computer in your phone, in your pocket, should be able to kind of simulate, a whole brain. You give it a couple more years, you can simulate all of humanity.
All of humanity's brains.
Yeah.
Right. 7 billion brains.
If somebody did this math, if you take all the energy from the sun and you capture it, then you can simulate all of humanity at, I think, 1 trillion times. So you can run a simulation of all of us 1 trillion times over.
Wow.
Simultaneously. So
can you imagine how many gold medals and Emmys and
if this happens
Oscars
within a space of 100 years or whatever, then the logic goes, why is it that we're not already there? I don't really go by it, but it's a reasonable idea. Like, I can't argue against it. It's just my intuition says no.
Hey, everybody, I want to tell you about the second year of us partnering with IBM for something called Smart Camp. We had a great partnership last year, and now we're on to smartcamp2016.com. It's a startup competition. It occurs in 20 cities from around the world, and you can find your city on the website, smartcamp2016.com, smartcamp2016.com, or you can find the city closest to you, one you can get to, and you can apply. Applications are closing in a few weeks, so I need you to apply today. And if you win, you're going to get to pitch on stage at the Launch Festival or the Scale Conference, and you're going to get mentored by local IBM city leaders, and you can compete for a chance to be a finalist. So you're going to pitch on stage in your city, become a finalist, you're going to crush it, and then you're going to come to the Scale Conference or the Launch Conference. It's going to be great. The top 10 finalists get to come to the Launch Festival in the spring of 2017 here in San Francisco. They get to meet with me. You have lunch with me. It's great fun. And the top 3 finalists are going to present on stage at the Launch Festival in front of thousands of people. The winner will get $25,000 from me and come to my exclusive incubator, the Launch Incubator. Last year, Carforce went to the incubator and received an investment from me. Actually doubled my investment in the company, went from 25 to 50. And you will become the IBM Global Entrepreneur of the Year, a title you want to have in your pitch deck when you go meet with investors. So go ahead and visit smartcamp2016.com and start your journey. It's going to be an amazing conference, an amazing competition, and you're going to learn a lot, and you might wind up getting an investment from me, Jason Calacanis. Okay, let's get back to this amazing program.